I just didn't know what it was called. I thought I had it. Alright. Accelerometer, what else do we need on this thing? It can generate power, so we'll put some batteries or something on it. Alright, that should be plenty for enough power to be generated. And it can generate power on the satellite. It should be able to good. We need batteries too. It's 1,000 charge. I don't think we need 1,000 charge. I'm at 0.2. Oh. Okay. So, I can get in orbit and it can move around with these little puppet engines. Should have enough fuel to do all that lovely stuff. I just need to get it in orbit. That's it, right? Yep. Alright, so now what we need to do is get this up in orbit. How much steering? Going down there for sure. And we could do probably want a fuel tank or normal burn just to get us in a decent orbit. I don't think we need 180. I think that should be enough. And just get a small engine on it. Thrust and vacuum. Or where's the bigger one? There's a little bigger one here. 60 thrust and vacuum. I think 60 is a bit much. But we're going to do it. How fast does it drain? 1.5 per second. I have basically a minute of fuel now. And I have another puppet engine behind to it a bit. Okay, so that shouldn't be too hard. Now I just have to get this up into orbit. Alright, now get this up into orbit. What do we I need to mainline it. We're gonna push this thing on Mach 20 into orbit. We're not gonna worry about any of the air friction or any of that crap. How do I get it so I can... Hey Jack, how's it going? Do you know how to get it so you can get the strut on the inside of the fairings? I know it can be done, but I just don't know how. Maybe it'll be fine, I don't know. I know it wobbles, that's why I was worried about it. I guess we can just make it like that. How much is one of those fairings anyhow? Alright, no worries. I just seen some people do it, but whenever I try to do it, it makes it transparent and it just doesn't want me to do it. Because I want to make it so you can't. At first I thought you'd take it off, but no. Alright, well, I guess I'll just do that. I'll just see how much it costs first, though. I don't want this to cost me a fortune just to get this thing up in orbit. Yeah, it does, kind of. But this stops because they introduced in 1.2 or 1.1 or whatever it is a bunch of air pressure and all that stuff. So if you try to go above a certain speed in lower atmosphere, your ship just rips apart. So this stops that. That's the whole reason why I have that on there. Because I plan to launch this to orbit and not worry about the speed I'm going, which means solid rocket boosters. But that was structural. You know when you try to find something, you just can't find it? Like, I want to find out where this is, this fairing. I grabbed it from in here, but I don't remember where. And it wasn't that long ago either. That's the bad part. All right, well, I have to get this into orbit. How much weight is it? It's only 4 tons. I have to get 4 tons in orbit, basically. Well, that's 9,000 without, and then 10,000 with it. 11,000 shaped like that. So that's like 2,000 just for the fairing. It's not too bad. All right, have to get this in a special orbit around Kerbin. I'm just trying to do some easy missions around Kerbin right now. And I haven't played in a while, so I think it's a good place to start. Because some of the other missions, like in Duna and stuff, to get there, and my NISIC's expensive to just create the launch craft. I know one of mine was like a couple million just to get the launch craft working. All right, I think I can do solid rocket boosters for the rest of this. All right, that's one really big lock, and then we need smaller ones. Oh. That's the other one. So I'm probably going to put 3 of these in one of these just to get me to orbit. I'm hoping that's going to work. If not, I'll just revert. You can only do 2 with that hydraulic one. Won't let me do more than 2, really? So, Jack, are you playing Kerbal too? Oh, it has to be in radial mode for it to be more than that. Okay. Well, that's a fairing. All right. Let's see if this will work. Well, I mean, it's kind of like apparently F9 is gauges. That's my button that I use for my push to talk. All right, so we have to go around clockwise, counterclockwise, and get in this kind of orbit, which is kind of far. It's 2 million, 2 million, 3 million, which is kind of a big orbit. This is a previous one. And we want to be going down a little bit, so probably want to aim it this way. Then we don't have to worry about. No operational SAS module? Oh, this is not good. I have to have SAS on it. Have you ever tried to use a rocket without SAS on it? It's not good. I can just change my probe core to the SAS. And we have to have one with SAS on it. Just stability is a hit. Prograde and retrograde hold. We just need an SAS. It's cheap. This one does not have SAS. That's the one I grabbed. Okay, this one has. There, now I have SAS. No, I don't use mods. I don't use mods at all. I just like, there we go, SAS. Okay, well, let's see how badly this thing's gonna go. And we want to be going probably down to here. Actually, we want to be going. Actually, what we're gonna do is. Okay, that's what we want. See, I put this on here, this little, I put something odd long on the way it's supposed to be on the top. When you place stuff, everything's set up this way. But when I launch, I want to pull back, so I want it to be on this side. All right. So when I pull back, the north is to my right, which is where it should be. So I want to be pulling back to here. So, okay. Yep, it goes. I don't know if I have enough thrust. I just slapped it together to get it up into orbit. Hopefully I have enough. Well, anyone can do that. It's Alt F12, and you can bring this up. Anyone can do that. You don't need that. I don't use deets. If you want, after I launch this, I can show you my shuttle if you're interested in that. But it doesn't look like I have enough thrust. But we'll see. This is a big SRV. Oh boy. Yep. That's some huge issues. Okay, so. It's not. one I wanted. This is the one though. I think. Yeah, it's in control. This one's 21,000. I have no RCS on this though, so it doesn't matter. For the first stage to be running out around 3,000, kind of early. Hopefully that'll keep it stable. Those little winglets on the rear. That did get quite high, 20,000 feet. Okay, so I'm going 400. I'm going over Mach 1. You can see the aerodynamics of the cone itself is affecting all my stuff inside. You can see my speed here is 600, almost 700 now. Yeah, I think I need more boosters for the start. Yeah, because there's no way this is getting to orbit. So I need over a minute burn for this, and I only have a minute fuel in my tank. So yeah, I need a better... No, I haven't heard about Devil Dice. Change that down to 74%. Good. All right, let's try that. Get an orbit a little bit better. It should be good. And I'm not sure this is going to even get to orbit. I have a better angle, but I'm not sure if it's going to work. You can see the effects on it. re-entry effect when I'm exiting the atmosphere. What is up with this? I have SAS and this thing's tumbling out of control for some reason. "37-second burn, so 15, 7.5, 3, 18, 19 seconds. I don't know why the SAS is not controlling it enough to stop it from spinning like this. Without the prograde hold, it's kind of difficult to get this right. I have to start going full burn here. At first I thought it was out of electricity because I put a big electrical battery on it to make sure. Okay, so we got the orbit. Now what we need to do is to actually get our orbit to be like this. What we probably want to do is change it. That's an 18-second burn to get out there. I'm just doing a rough estimate now. That is kind of a big gap. Alright, we can mess with it later. Apparently, a probe core doesn't work unless the engine's on, which is not good. I mean, the ability assist. I don't even know if I have enough fuel to get out there. I think I do. Just eyeballing it, and then what we do is on the midpoint here, we just we'll flip it or rotate it to get it right. I don't know if we have enough fuel for. Well, we should have enough fuel for a minute burn. Alright, so we have 45 seconds previous to get it right. So maybe it was, well, it should have still worked. But the sun made a, it's not wobbling anymore. I can't, it won't let me change it though. Like that. Alright, so at 50 seconds we'll start burning to get it to where we want to go. These little jets on this thing doesn't weigh anything, are very economical. So I should be able to get this just with this little thing. I hope anyhow that is. A little bit outside over here, a little bit bigger. At 300K, but that's not that much space. Doing most of the burn, I haven't even used half my fuel yet. Alright, now I need to twist it. Probably closest path I can. Probably here. That's pretty close for the next burn. It's only an 18-second burn. Yeah, that looks close. Alright, that looks close enough, and I think it's close enough according to this, so we just have to wait. And it's done. Alright. Easy mission.